Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here, you're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports.
My next guest is back on Contender Series. He's going to be taking on Charlie Campbell on August 2nd. It is Chris Duncan joining me here on the program for the very first time. Chris, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. How's yourself, mate?
I'm doing awesome. Not as good as you, though, man. Excited to see you back on here. Just how excited are you to get some redemption and get another opportunity here in front of Dana White?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I feel I've really got better mentally, physically. So I'm looking forward to putting on a show for everybody.
Was this something you were expecting, or did this kind of come out of the blue as far as the opportunity and everything?
Yeah, Dana White and Sean Shelby came through the back after my last fight and obviously give me props for the performance, and also not only that, the kind of palaver that happened last time. So I knew I was going to get that shot. I just needed to get another win. So happy to be back and looking forward to being in there.
What did you learn the most from that first experience on Contender Series that you've kind of brought into this fight? Because I know, again, it's a different walking under those lights than, say, any other fight, right?
Yeah, just not to have my blinkers on. I was too focused on trying to get the knockout and not showing my full skill set, and also not to cut weight 3-4 times in 1 week. So it was a good learning curve, and it's a bit cliche, but I just you win or you learn, don't you? And I definitely did learn. And the last time I lost, I went on a 14-fight winning streak. So looking forward to this win streak.
When did you find out about this fight? Did you get plenty of notice?
Yeah, I got like 10 weeks notice or something.
Oh,
so it's
awesome.
pretty good.
Okay, that's good. And when did you, and I know you just got to Vegas recently, I think it was earlier this week at the time of recording this. It is what's today? We're still in July. It's July 29th. So you got, a couple days ago you were telling me? Yeah,
I left on Tuesday, got here Wednesday. So, no, I left on Wednesday. It was meant to be Tuesday, but I left on Wednesday. Had to waterload on the flight for 1 day, which is an absolute fucking...
Oh, God, that must have been terrible. But you're all like acclimatized and all that now, right? With the
yeah,
time
I'm starting to get my sleep down, so... We went to bed pretty early last night, about 8 p.m. And then I woke up at 6 a.m. So it's good recovery. We're trying to stay up a bit later tonight, try and get myself closer to sleeping in a bit longer. But we'll just play it by ear and see how it goes.
Yeah, you're on my schedule. I got 2 kids. I gotta go to bed early and get up early. So we're kind of on the same thing there. Because it's an 8-hour time difference, is it not?
Yep, I think so. Yeah, from Scotland, I think. Yeah.
That's what I figured. Anyways, enough about time. Let's talk about Charlie Campbell. 6-1 record. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him?
I just, I feel he's good. I feel he's good all round. He's been training in one of the best gyms in the world. I think he relies on bullying his opponents. He's got a good overhand, good calf kick. Really well respected. I respect him. But I feel I can do more. I feel I've got everything. I've got power, I've got technique, and I just feel like I think he's going to come in here and try and plow through me, and that's just not going to happen. So I'm really looking forward to putting on a show. And I seen on my Tapology somebody tagged me in it that I wasn't the favourite, which is good for me. I like that feeling. To people think that I'm not the favourite, so I can't wait to show everybody the finished product that I've obviously been away training and putting in the effort.
And remember, if anyone bets on you and you come through, they got to buy you a steak dinner. That's the rule, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You should put that in there. Hey, look, you can bet on me. You can tell me you're betting on me. Just make sure we got that covered. And not like a regular steak. You got to go to like a nice steakhouse. Somewhere in the U.S. would be good. So maybe after the fight, we'll see. Training camp, who did you have a chance to work with? Who are some of the main training partners that helped you get ready for this fight?
Oh, man, I worked with everybody when I was at American Top Team. I did a couple of grappling rounds with Jorge Masvidal. I did a couple of rounds with Dustin. Really nice guys. Really helped me. Really put a little bit of time and effort into me, and that gave me some pointers, which is really, really good. You think a guy like that would be just like kind of doing his own thing, but these guys were all really looking after me, and a couple of guys like Grant Dawson, stuff like that. Haneto Moicano, all these guys in the UFC, Sydney Outlaw. All these guys that are just wanting to be a part of my camp as well as theirs. So it was really good. And I got a really well-versed look at everybody and a good variety in my training camp.
Well, you mentioned there you had plenty of notice for this fight. So how long of a camp did you have at American Top Team? How long were you over there?
I was there for 7 weeks.
Oh,
And
perfect.
then I came over here for a week. So it's been about 8 weeks of a solid camp.
That's good. And the confidence level's got to go up when you're working with guys like that, right? I mean, we're talking about UFC mainstays there, especially a guy like Grant, who's really been on the come up. I'm sure you mentioned Moicano. I'm sure Thiago Moises is there too, aka the nicest guy ever. That guy's such a cool guy. Just the mentality's got to be feeling good going into this fight, just getting to work with those guys, right?
Oh man, I was sparring with like top 10 welterweights as well and doing really well. So I was just really happy to be a part of the gym and be associated with people who have the similar mindsets to me, you know, because I struggle to find training partners when I'm back home. Just that they train with me back and forth, but they're not wanting the consistency and they're not wanting to train day in, day out, which I do.
Yeah, need structure, like you were saying. Yeah,
there's only so many runs you can go on in one day. So, I get really sick of running. So I really want to get better, and I don't feel like I'm the complete package yet. I've got loads of room to grow, and like every day, when I was over there, I was trying to retain all this information these guys were giving me, and I've picked up a few points, and then coming back here, I've been able to implement them and show everybody what I'm worth. So,
what was that initial connection to ATT? How did you end up training there?
My training partner Robert Whiteford, he's fought for UFC and Bellator, so he kind of put my foot in the door, and also Brad Pickett, I know him pretty well, so those guys kind of gave me a wee shout and gave me a wee nudge to get over there. So I do. Everybody's like back home in Scotland. Everybody talks about you don't need to go traveling. We've got all in America, all in Scotland. That's absolute bullshit. You've got a couple of good guys that are that would probably do well anywhere in the world where they lived. You know, you've got your Stevie Rays, you've got your Robert Whitefords and that, but like we're miles behind you guys in the US, and it's very good it's good to get cultured and understand about like going away and learning about how to travel and learning you're self-sufficient, you know, because like you do learn some things when you're out and about. Like I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to like sorting things out and making things happen. So things like the being unsure about what's going on, you know, like sorry, hold on a wee second, mate. I'm just gonna unplug this. I'm cooking.
Battery dying on your phone?
The feeling of not knowing what's going to happen at the other end, you know, that kind of bugs me a little bit, but I've managed to deal with that now, and I always come prepared, you know, just like what they're at, because the last time I came here with the Contender Series, they had a kitchen for us, so we cooked our own food, whereas I didn't think we were going to get that this time, so I actually brought my George Foreman, so that's what I was unplugging.
Smart man.
Yeah, so you just become well versed, and you know, I feel like, you know, that's going to play well in the fight because Charlie's not done any of this before. So I'm just looking forward to really showing on what's going on, you know, with my training camp and how I've got better. You know, like I sparred, you know, with a couple of guys back home, and it was just good to get the feel and know the level what they're at, and then the level what in Miami was, and it was just good to come back and feel that I've grown a little bit, and my timing and my speed and all that's there, you know.
I'd agree. Do you plan on doing your camps there going forward, or is it just like for this fight? What's sort of the outlook there?
I think so. I think it's mainly for the reason that this might sound a bit selfish, and I hope my girlfriend doesn't take it the wrong way, but it was really good to get away and focus on being a fighter, not just being fighter and dad, you know. So it was really important for me, and I'm a kind of all or nothing guy, so going out there and being in the dorms, and it's like jail, so it's like you get up, you train, you go to bed, you sleep, and then you get back up again, you do another session, you recover, you stretch. That's one thing as well, you know, stretching most nights, like just doing bits and bobs. I've actually stopped it now that I've came to Vegas, but I did the odd stretch here and there, you know. I got sauna, heat recovery and cold therapy and massage, you know, like all these things. But I hacked into the savings, but needs must, you know, needs must.
Yeah, no. And listen, it's a selfish sport, right? At the end of the day, it's an individual sport. So if you got to do what you got to do, you want to be at your best. You don't have any distractions. So I think what you're saying there is great. And again, like It's a lot of it's mental too when you go in the cage and you feel, I'm sure going into this one, not only had the experience of fighting before, but you had this great camp. You got the, you even got the George Foreman, like you said. So you got to be feeling great going into this opportunity, like a veteran now, so to speak, right?
Yeah, for sure. I just need to keep cool, calm, and collected, because like I feel like I've unlocked another level in my game because I fucked up last time. So I wouldn't say I fucked up, but like I take onus for the loss. I know what went wrong, and I've got a lot of good people around about me, like my coach Adam and stuff. Like he'll not feed me false information. So it's just like he agreed that I had my blinkers on, and because I wasn't even listening to him in the corner, and I couldn't hear him, and like, you can't have that, So it's important to try and like. I didn't take a fucking backward step. It was all forward. So that's where I feel like I'm going to learn the most.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Just my coach Adam. He's over here.
Oh, cool. There we go. Cornerman. That's great. Yeah, I wasn't sure if anyone from ATT was going to come too.
No.
How's this fight playing out on August 2nd? How do you see it going down?
I'm not really sure. That's another thing that I did in the past. I always tried to focus on one thing. So I haven't really thought about it. Obviously, I love a knockout or love a submission. So, looking to do either. And obviously, Dana White doesn't really want to see decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm going to try and go for the finish, and that's going to make an exciting fight. So, just tune in. That's all I need to say because I've not had a boring fight since I started MMA. So, yeah.
Most important question in this interview, what are you doing when you get that little bit of downtime? You're in the hotel now. I know you're not training all the time. You getting in any Netflix or video games? What have you been up to?
So a little bit of downtime, just doing a little bit of pads and stuff. But after the fight, I think going to get some good food, get a couple of beers with my coach, fucking relax, just do what I need to do, eat some good food. The diet this time seems to be like usually I would have a cheat meal every week. I only had one cheat meal in the whole 8 weeks I was dieting, so I was really, really rigid with that. I don't know if that's gonna. Well, it has helped because my weight was slightly heavy coming into fight week, and my nutritionist, we obviously talked back and forth, and he said, "No, don't worry, we've had everything structured in, everything should be fine." And he said, just follow the plan, and this week we'll have a couple of kilos off, and we'll be right back on the schedule. And right enough, that's why you employ these guys, because these guys know your body and they know what's in there. So depleting myself of carbohydrates and that has really dropped my weight down. So I'm back on track. Like I thought it was about a kilo out, but I'm back on track now, which was great.
What are you missing right now? Like, what do you want to eat right now so badly that you can't have? What's that first meal going to be like after the fight?
Like a smokehouse or something like that. Like in America, like I've never had that, so I'm gonna.
Oh man, you're in for a treat, man. There's some good American food out there for sure out in Vegas. That's good, man.
Sushi.
Yeah, some sushi too. Listen, Vegas has everything. That's the nice thing. So you can get a bill. If there's something you want, they probably have it, right? So
yeah, Uber Eats is the dog.
There you go. Got to take advantage of that. Chris, thanks for doing this, man. We're excited for this fight. It's Tuesday, UFC Fight Pass. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah. I want to say just thanks to all my sponsors that were a great hand financially, and also that were a part of like my journey with giving me products and stuff like that. There's too many for them to name, and I'll do an appreciation post after the win. And but yeah, like all the sponsors, I just really hope that they know that I am very thankful for the help, and it's not only helping me, it's helping my family. So I'm looking forward to it because, as I say, like I put everything into this, so money is a bit scarce. So I'm very happy that these guys have came on board to help me out.